but it's simply time for the man who got us here, for the man who got us the Netflix deals and all the other deals, to be back the main focal point of professional wrestling. What y'all think?
I
I
think, hold on, let me get this real quick, man. And since we can't cuss, I'm gonna say, "Oh fudge," like on Christmas story. But I really believe that they go. Y'all remember the segment where Roman was clearly talking to Cody and Punk? He was like, "That title gonna look good around my shoulder, or that title will look
Uh-huh.
better around my." I think that's what it plays into. If they were smart, I would have Roman win the Royal Rumble, and then he's choosing between those two. We figuring out who was he actually talking to.
Yeah, I said that. I said that on live before, bro. I would definitely have him, bro. I would play that. I would play that. He would go to Monday and Friday, and probably have both all three of them in the ring. He would definitely choose between the two for sure.
But here's my issue. Do you have Roman return on the way to the Rumble or after Rumble?
I'd have him return before, so you can get some like you can get some more real, like, oh my god, if he really, you know what I mean, you can make it mean more.
So should
Right.
LA Knight even show up?
Yeah, I know. I think LA Knight should. I just think he should be he should win the guaranteed other spot.
Right. Like I feel like everybody's finna get ready to do the whole declare for the Rumble thing and make but the main one should be Roman Reigns. I will put LA Knight in that too though. I feel like him coming back is gonna be pretty big too, especially because of the way he went out.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like I can't really remember how Roman exited. It was he just had the War Games match and he left.
yeah. That's it. He told
Yeah.
Cody, but he fist bumped CM Punk and then told Cody, "Boy, I never tag with you again. You a bug."
And Cody took that to heart. He felt the type of way. Yeah, I think, man, Roman's in a weird place. I'll say this: his 2026. I don't think he could be if it. I don't think he can be away from TV as much as he was this past year.
No, I agree, bro. Because usually, and I think all of us was like this. Maybe not Second City, but I do believe like all of us were like, man, the part time stuff don't matter like that. I think when you got all the people that we sit here talk, I think it does matter right now. I think it does when you got Oba, Finn, and Trick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I I
I don't
think
think that's what changed it. I just
Even
think this
LA Knight,
wasn't.
I think LA Knight makes it a big deal when he got taken out too. I really do.
Yeah, I think this part. I think the part time that we got from Roman last year. That's not the part time that we was accustomed to. He
no.
genuinely wasn't there.
I really think that might have been by design, maybe like just to kind of give Cena like everything that like just to
Yeah,
make it about Cena. Like when you got
I
Roman in the dynamic, I get it. It's as good, but you don't want to take all of the focus off of Cena.
Y'all don't think Roman is checked out though?
Mm-mm.
no, I don't think he's checked out, but I do like. I remember he did a I don't remember exactly what maybe it was WrestleMania or it was after some big pay per view when they used to do the like the little the little media things. And I remember he was like, he said something specifically. He was like, "We want somebody to come take this. We want," you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but I feel like that was more of a promo.
No, I be thinking that stuff is true, bro. Like, cause even where where I wrestle at, bro, you gotta think these people like Alex. You don't think Alexander Nice and them be like, man, ooh, I finally get a rest. Somebody's actually really taking the ball, and it don't have to be me in these crazy main events every single week and month and stuff like that.
I don't see Roman as that guy. I think Roman most definitely wanted to raise all tides and leave the business in a better place than he found it. But no, I think he set out to be number one. I think he was more than willing to hold the title for another 2 years. I don't think because really he was being the greatest. Like even when you go and look at, I remember they had them on I forget the name of the show, but it was just on some show where they talk about data analysis and whatnot. And like Roman pulled up and it was him and Paul Heyman. They were just talking about it. And it was like, well, when you look at it, the numbers were best when I was at the helm. And I don't know. I don't really buy that. I don't really buy that. I don't buy that from Roman as a competitor. I don't think Roman is the type to just be like, oh yeah, I just want to give this to X, Y, and Z. No, either step up or
Hey,
step
hey,
aside.
hey, you say that, but you ain't booked for Street Fighter and stuff either. You know, you ain't seeing that Street
Yeah,
Fighter,
no,
bro.
no, no. I think he's trying. I think he's trying to do both. So he might be checked out. He might be done with it. But as far as like, I don't know, looking for the next one, I don't think that's his job.
No, it's not his job. He's still supposed to be the top. Like you supposed to be the top dude until somebody come and be the top dude, regardless.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The way he talks, I can't tell if he wants to be in WWE anymore or if he's still with it. But we're
Yeah,
definitely at that like when Cena really started disappearing stage. We
yeah.
at that
Hey,
stage.
Second City, how you feel? We know you love Robert.
Oh, well, if I could talk about my old gracious tribal chief. No, I was joking when I said that. But I think this would be a more productive year for Roman Reigns in terms of appearance. But it's going to be more so of the fact that he is going to be looking into the future, into the lenses of the future. Excuse me. He's going to be looking into the lenses of the future to see what is finally going to be standing right in front of him. We're finally going to get that that interaction with Braun Breaker, that 1v1. We're going to see him and Trick and Oba and all those others coming up that's going to stand across from him and have a little bit of a of whether it's a segment, a promo, or just an appearance in a Royal Rumble or something like that. You got to come across
What
these new guys now.
what does that do for him?
It does what it does for him is it gives him hope that he can take a step back that it can help him see that there's a hope that he can take a step back and not have to worry about, oh, maybe I got to come back and still make sure this business is still going to be standing on its own 2 feet. It's the business is about to have people that's going to be able to hold it up,
Yeah. But
and he doesn't have to hold it up alone.
what does that have to do
Like he
what does that do for his legacy though?
for his legacy, putting the younger stars in a bright spot, giving them the limelight to stand face to face with him. That does great wonders for his legacy. I mean, think about it with Cena, right? he could have had Saturday Night's main event be all about him, but he said no. We're gonna showcase the young talent from NXT. I want them to be incorporated in my last
Did that do
match. In
something?
my
Did that do something for Cena's legacy? Did that move
it
him up in the GOAT
it
debate?
it doesn't have anything to do with the GOAT debate. It's more so of the type of person and professional wrestler that he is, as far as a businessman, as far as a legend, as a Hall of Famer. Like you decided to not make you didn't want this to just be all about you. It was less about you. It was more about what's next.
Yeah, that sounds good and that's happy go lucky and that's cute. But like how do we submit Roman's GOAT debate more? That's what I'm curious about. How can he top himself as a performer? Or how can he do something really interesting
I
this
don't
year?
think it. I don't
I,
think it.
I
I don't think it
Or
gets
is he
no better
done?
than the run that we already had with the
So there's
tribal
no,
nothing
chief.
left. There's nothing left.
I don't, I don't agree. I don't agree. I think, I think he I think last year, right? You do all the filler. He was a baby face. He got beat up a lot. He left. He didn't come back. I think all of that it should, at least to me, be a part of his redemption story. He still hasn't been nowhere near that back to that title. He hasn't had his rematch. He hasn't did all that. I think all that maybe was done by design. Simply like, all right, you had your worst year last year. All of this can come back into promos. I had my worst year last year. I didn't get back to my title. I fought a lot of filler. I did all this. I did all that. Now it's time for me to take back the mantle. Because right now, like in perception of booking, Cody Rhodes got that. Then you got all these young talent. You got all this young talent he hasn't seen. I'm at this point. I'm just saying what I want to see for real. You got all this young talent he hasn't seen. I just want to see Roman look at a couple of niggas like, who is you?
Yeah, I think that'll be cool. But like also too, and I think this is my biggest gripe with wrestling in general. Sometimes shit is over. Wrestling doesn't know how to end stories correctly. It's always, well, just get the most out of it that you can. Like, nah, sometimes I think it's good to go away from TV. I think Roman should step aside and really embrace himself more into Hollywood until the next person actually reaches a level where they could have a super fight with Roman at WrestleMania. That's what I
I,
think. Because
I think
because
we're
right
I
now,
think we're here already.
the
Are we
only thing,
not?
no, we're not.
Are we not?
No, because the
Braun
next
Breaker?
guy, the next guy isn't decided.
It hasn't been decided, but
For anybody,
there's
hold on, time out,
there's
time out. I just
a
want to get, hold on, I want to get this out the way too. I want to get this
okay.
out the way too. For anybody that thought it was Cody, y'all were cooked. Y'all were always cooked. I don't know why y'all thought he was gonna listen. There ain't no disrespect. The story was great, but he wasn't gonna be the quote unquote next guy or the next face of the company. There's people that have tried to rewrite history and make him that. I look at this very much how I look at Sean and Brett. This was just a moment that happened, but that doesn't make you the best option. That doesn't make you the best decision. It just doesn't.
That's
It
fair.
is still very much up in the air, and it's going to be between these people that we're talking about, from the Braun Breakers to the Obafemis to the Trick Williams to the Javon Evans to all of them. Like, I think it's going to be one of them. There's a lot of women that we could put in that convo too. Rhea Ripley still got time to get better as a promo. So does Bianca. Like, there's a lot of names that are in that hat and in that argument, but it's not decided. Therefore, unless Roman is facing The Rock, I don't know how anything else adds to his legacy. I really can't see it.
which that from what it seems that might still be on the table for Saudi next year.
Like I think Roman has beat the game. There is borderline.
Yeah,
No, borderline. There's nothing else to do.
He's
He can
peaked.
help. He
He's
can help
peaked.
everybody else. He can help everybody else. But he's just. It's not that he peaked. He's just cemented. I'm not saying that
I
he
under,
can't. I'm not saying that he can't come up with some more good creative stuff. Because there was a time where you could argue at the end of 99, 2000, you could argue at the end of 2000, people, or 2001, people could have felt like The Rock peaked. But then he popped out with the Hollywood Rock character and showed a whole different side. Shoot, Rock came back at WrestleMania 40 with Final Boss, and we looking at that like that's one of his best characters all time. Like the final boss has an argument to be number one for The Rock, which is crazy to see with the amount of quality and the amount of punchlines and the amount of moments that he's given us. You could argue that's the race all the time. So I'm never going to say it's over. I'm just saying, I'll say this too. He's not switching much up. And I understand why he's not switching much up because, hey, what you did already worked. You figured out your formula. But yeah, I don't know if he's going to be there enough to do something crazy. And if it's not with The Rock, I don't know. Not saying him and Braun Breaker can't have a great feud. Not saying him and Obafemi can't have a great feud. Not saying him and Trick isn't going to put on primetime TV. He's going to get good TV out of them. But I this is a weird year for Roman Reigns.
No, I agree.
We're going to see what happens.
he gonna show y'all, man.